What is going on, everybody? What is going on, D Catch fam? You guys already know what time it is, baby. It's another live 2022 fantasy football mock draft. Tonight, we've got a 10-team full PPR auction mock draft as requested by our boy Senior Cinnabon. It's going to be a good time. We're going to talk some fantasy football. We're going to have some fun. So you guys know what to do on the way in, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, hop in the live chat, guys. Let me know what is popping. Let's get it going, man. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday. I'm going to give this a couple minutes, try and let everybody get a chance to hop in here. And, yeah, it's going to be a good stream, man. We're going to have some fun. So we got some preseason action to talk about as well. Sorry, I had to take my my stream neurotropic there. Okay, so lots of preseason action to talk about tonight, man. So I'm going to give you guys some time to hop in here, like I said, and we'll start to kind of go through what we saw tonight. And if I don't hit on anything that you guys saw, let me know. So Sky Moore playing okay, making some contested catches. Three catches, 3 passes. 23 yards. One of them, just a nice little tiptoe on the sideline grab. So nothing too crazy to mention there. But Darnell Mooney looked all right in that same game as well. Catches 1 pass. Okay. That's the thing with highlights, man, is the highlights make some of these players look a little bit more inflated. But it was a nice grab by my guy Mooney. So shout out to Mooney. All right, let's get to some of the good stuff here. George Pickens, guys, I've been talking about George Pickens all off season. He's been just one of those guys that I've talked about, that I've liked. You know, that I've said the Steelers not only develop receivers early, but they like to use them early as well. And I've just had that feeling about Pickens all off season. Now, listen, it's 1 touchdown, 5 targets, 3 receptions for 43 yards and touchdown. It's a good showing. It's a good showing for a rookie receiver at the end of the day, for a preseason game. Even if it's, all I'm saying is I don't want to get too excited about it, but he looked really good at the end of the day. I think out of really all the rookie receivers so far, I mean, Pickens make a little bit of a splash. We'll put it that way, right? So it was a great grab. I mean, it's on the thumbnail as well for the night. So, I'm hype on that, man. You guys know I love George Pickens. He looks good. Now, granted, Seattle's secondary, especially the preseason secondary, is probably pretty bad, right? But, hey, it's a nice contested grab by my guy Pickens. All right. My guy Dameon Pierce looking good out there, too. Oh, they don't have his stats up here. And, yeah, we don't have any preseason stats. I don't think he even scored, but he just looked good in the couple touches he was getting. So I put Pierce out on the thumbnail. You guys know I've been talking about Dameon Pierce all off season as well. So, all right, let's take a look at who's in the chat, and then we'll continue to talk about some of the preseason action while we wait on everyone. Still missing a couple heads, so we'll give this a little bit of time here. All right, Julian's in the house. What's up, bro? Talks. What's going on? What's going on? Andrea, hello. So we got a couple of you guys in here. Mr. Sarcastic says Mooney to the moon. Khalil Shakur also showed out. He had like 92 yards. Oh, I didn't see that. Wouldn't bet on him for fantasy even in the late rounds, but I like the player. There we go. Mr. Sarcastic says Gibson is dead. Uh-oh. Did he get hurt? Did he? Or is it just more to do with that backfield in general? Because I'm really confused about how these games air right now. Restricted preseason action. Carried the ball 4 times for 2 yards in the Commanders' preseason loss. He also caught 1 pass for 2 yards. How did he fumble? That's not good. Yeah, I don't see anything about injuries, but how the fumbling's not good, man. Fumbling's not good. All right, let's see here. Pierce had 5 carries for 49 yards. Thank you, Albert. Yeah, that's a good stat line for a preseason opener, right? Yeah, I like that. Let's see. It's your boy, Paulie Chips. Had like 20 slow best ball drafts waiting to pick. I immediately went on and drafted the Doobs. And Robinson, I like it, bro. I like it. What's going on, man? Good to have you in the chat tonight. Cinnabon, what's up, man? It's going good. I'm excited for tonight's draft. So we got Cinnabon, we got Tox, myself, the sarcastic Julie, and I saw Chris in here earlier. So let me go ahead and give everyone who's not in here a shout on Discord. And I can have a couple of you guys standing by as well. If people aren't showing up, we can kick a couple. I don't want to kick anyone, though, but you guys know the drill. For an auction draft, we got to have you guys in the house. So it's going to be a good little late night stream tonight, man. We're going to have some fun. I'm excited for it. I don't know Chris's Discord name. I'll just tag everyone. Sorry, guys. You guys know you're going to get a ton of notifications on Discord. All right. There's another notification sent out. All right. The dupes had 3 catches, but looked great. Yeah, I did see some highlights. Tox, I like the YouTube thumbnail, man. Let's go. Looks like Isaiah McKenzie's taking over the slot role in Buffalo. I saw that too. Kenny Pickett threw his first NFL touchdown. That's exciting. I feel like there was... oh, we've got Zach Wilson to talk about as well. Oh, did you guys see Justin Reed kick an extra point, too, for the Chiefs? Yeah, so Zach Wilson now expected to be out, let's see, 2 to 4 weeks, diagnosed with a bone bruise and a torn meniscus. Last night we had, kind of like a, such panic around Zach Wilson. He has an ACL tear. He's out for the season. What I say last night, let's wait for the MRI results. It doesn't look good, doesn't look promising, but let's just wait. And we got good news for those of you who plan on drafting Zach Wilson. I mean, I do have Zach Wilson shares in Underdog. I mean, in terms of stacking him with Elijah Moore, and a few of those other Jets receivers or even some of the running backs, I've done that. So I like this update. I don't have a giant share of Zach Wilson, but I do have some teams with Wilson in them. So this is good news, man. I wanted to watch Wilson play this year, so I don't think they're going to make a move for another quarterback. I think Joe Flacco and Mike White are going to start the season. So good news for Zach Wilson, right? Let's go. All right, Godfather in the house. What's up, bro? What up? Talk says 2 to 4 weeks for Wilson. I have Elijah Moore in so many leagues. If Zach was out for the year, I would be done for. I think Elijah Moore would be fine regardless. I really do. Anthony in the building. Jason Kenobi. What's up, boys? He does have that dog in him. You know it, bro. All right, so here's the dealio. Haven't heard from Prodigy, Justin, or Spence. I saw Chris in here earlier. So I'm going to give this... I had to move my drink out of the way. I'm going to give this another 2 minutes. If you guys want to join tonight's draft, let me know. I'll kick a couple people and I'll send out the link. So let me know. We'll start a reserve list. Anthony, Kenobi, Godfather on Discord saying I'm available. Oh, Foster on Discord also said he wanted to draft. So let me hit him up and see if he wants to take a spot or not. Technically, he would be first. Let's see here. Noted, Godfather. Noted. All right, so Jason, Kenobi. Yeah, I'll just pull the trigger. I mean, I've hit everyone up for the past half hour, so let's get this thing going, man. This is gonna be a long draft, so give me a second here. I mean, it's gonna be 11:10 in like 30 seconds anyway. So let me I'm gonna remove a couple people from the draft. And then I'm going to invite you guys. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right. Ooh, it's changing on the screen. All right, let me see. All right, the link is on Discord. Then we're going to get some Inception going on here. Woo! All right, link is in the chat as well. Kenobi already in here, so... Oh, Prodigy took his spot back. Sorry, Prodigy. Had to pull the trigger. Glad that you're back, bro. All right, we got one spot. Oh, Chris took it back. Okay, good. Chris is here. All good, boys. All good. Okay, we got a full draft. Let's go ahead and set the draft order, and let's get this thing kicked off. There we go. Wait. What did it just do? It just kicked... Did it just kick you, Kenobi? That was so weird. No, it didn't kick Kenobi. It put J-Dubs back in here, though. Who was in here over J-Dubs? Let me know. Did it kick anyone else out? That was so weird. Godfather, did you get kicked? Hold on, we'll fix it. That was strange. Oh, it kicked me. I'm so confused right now. I got kicked. Thanks, guys. Oh, Godfather didn't even get to join. Okay, okay. All right, we're gonna roll with this. We're just gonna go with this. Okay. Sorry, I'm glad that people got their spots. I'm sorry to anyone who didn't get to draft tonight. Senior Cinnabon, are you ready to go? You're ready to go. We got a green dot. All right, we're kicking off another live 2022 Fantasy Football mock draft. We got an auction draft tonight. Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. So the plan is just to do these on Saturday nights. And I'm trying to give you guys a heads up on Discord and saying I'm going to release the mock draft invite at this time. So you guys have a fighting chance and that way it's not really random. That way, you know, in other words, these mock drafts at this point in the off season are filling up really quickly. Really, really quickly. All right, so Austin Eckler, our first nominated player, already above $50. All right, Godfather, sorry you didn't get in there, man. Sorry, broski. Was looking forward to having you. I'm going to go ahead and pass. Yeah, I don't know why it kicked me. Thanks for letting me know, Albert and Cinnabon. Let's see here. Derek's in the house. What's good, bro? It is an auction draft. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Sport Dog, what's up? This is a auction draft through the Sleeper app. What's going on, man? Talk, still let me buy any players early. I'll try not. All right. JT being offered up as our second player, already above $50 as well. Godfather, no worries. All right, let's go, bro. Appreciate you chilling tonight. JT already above $58. Let me take a look here. I can look at the screen. So 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end. We got 2 flexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bench spots, kicker and a defense. Kenobi, if you or not Kenobi, I'm sorry, Cinnabon, if you want me to change the roster settings, let me know. You have 30 seconds to nominate a player, 30 seconds to bid on a player. I've still got Wilson typed in. You know I got to spice it up. You know I got to find a spicy player for you guys. Let's do it. Give me George Pickens. In honor of tonight's preseason action. Let's go. All right. That's right. Chris making a bid on Pickens. You know you can't pass him up. You know you can't. That may have been a little too far. Dude, I'm George Pickens. Oh, Cinnabon coming in here. I like it. You know Pickens at $3 is a steal. Yeah, Prodigy in here. Let's go. Pickens at $4. Still a steal. Pickens sold for $4 to Prodigy. Kicked you because you randomized an auction draft when it doesn't matter. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Albert says smash that like button. Guys, can we get 20 likes on the stream tonight? Foster's in the building. What's good, bro? Looking forward to drafting with you, man. All right, Jamar Chase on the board here. Chase already above $20. Above $40. Can you switch it to only one flex spot? I will. I'll do it on my next turn. Or gosh, why do I keep calling Cinnabon Kenobi? Yeah, Cinnabon. My next turn, just so everyone is aware, we'll just have one flex spot. But yeah, I'll pause the draft on my next turn. No problemo. I got New Jersey, boys. I got Lamar Jackson on. Excited. All right, Jamar Chase sold for $46. Yeah, still 2 wide receivers. You know what, Chris? As soon as you nominate this player, I'm going to pause the draft and just in case, so someone doesn't end up with 2 flexes. So once you decide on your player, I'll pause it very quick. All right, CMC is on the board. Let me go ahead and make this change for you guys. Just, oh, not 3 flexes, just 1 flex. And we are resuming the draft. If you're interested in CMC, he is on the board. Ronald's in the house. What's good? What's good? Prodigy already spending that money, man. 79 is his max, 89 total. So CMC at $52. Highest bidder is Kenobi at the moment. Jerry's in the house. What's good, bro? What up, what up? Talks with the fire picture. You gotta love it. What's up, Ronald? What's up, Jerry? Foster, Albert, Miss Sarcastic, Sport Dog, Godfather. Man, how's everyone doing? What'd you guys do this weekend? What'd you guys eat for dinner? What'd you guys think of some of the preseason action? It's great to have everyone here tonight, man. What's up, people? Took my daughter to Dorney Park yesterday and still recovering. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. Recovery is always good, man. CMC sold at $55 to Julian. Kenobi on the nomination block. Toxis PFP is hype, man. Oh, you would call it King's Dominion. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that was a day. Was it hot? It was hot where I live yesterday. Today was a little bit nicer. All right, Cooper Kupp on the nomination board here. Godfather got back from the zoo. Haven't had a chance to watch too much football today. Got games on TV now. Yeah, that's a nice thing, man. You can catch up with all the highlights as well. There's some nice action today. We talked about a little bit at the beginning of the stream. Liked what I saw from the Packers' depth in the preseason game last night, but Omar's secondary depth is bad. Yeah, never a good thing. Kupp sold at $50 even, our highest receiver off the board, but JJ now being nominated. Less hot than it had been, but still very hot. Yeah, today was actually kind of like breezy. It was a little nice. But it has just been so hot lately, man. All right, JJ floating around here above $45. So far, Mr. Sarcastic, Prodigy, Kenobi, and Julian have all spent some money. Everyone else has a full stack. A couple offers going on JJ here. JJ, our highest bidded receiver. Sorry if I made the first couple rounds unrealistic by nominating George Pickens. I just wanted to honor that touchdown tonight. All right, JJ sold at $51. Our highest paid for receiver. Talks coming through with Money Mac here. Money Mac on the board. Who's drafting Money Mac? Floating around for $3. Andrea in a bidding war for Mac. And Money Mac sold for $4. Ronald says, some people say nominate people you don't want to get people to spend their money, but it almost always backfires. CeeDee Lamb, ooh. Prodigy coming in hard. CeeDee Lamb already at $37. Foster's with the top bid. I'll go ahead and pass. Don't forget, guys, if you're not interested in a player, go ahead and hit that pass button. It does help the round go by a little bit quicker. Talks, I nominate players I wouldn't mind having for cheap. That's kind of my mindset, too. If I nominate George Pickens for $1 and no one else nominates on him, I'm like, okay, that's fine. CeeDee Lamb sold for $38. Chris has 2 receivers off the board in Jefferson and Lamb. Darnell Mooney. Already above. $8 here. And up to $10. Mr. Sarcastic. One of those Bears players on his squad. I'll make an offer for Mooney. Why not? And Mooney, I'll make another offer. $14. Mooney is sold to myself. I think that's a little bargain. I'll take Mooney at 14. Why not? Wow, 3 new types of THC. THC B and P. That sounds wild. I like to nominate people I want other people to spend their money on most of the time, get that money out of my way. That's kind of, I like that strategy as well. All right, Andrea's turn to nominate. Into the second round. That first round actually went by pretty quick. Debo on the nomination block. Debo up to $28. Going quickly. Going quickly. Ronald, wasn't Delta 8, like, isn't Delta 8 getting banned? And Debo up to $30 here. Not a bad price. Not a bad price and sold. Prodigy. So Debo, $8 cheaper than CeeDee Lamb. Not a bad price. All right, Devontae Adams on the board here, already up to $30. Up to 32. Getting up to 35. Rising and rising. Some bidding wars out here for Adams. Yeah, it's a good value for Debo for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, let's see here. And Devontae Adams sold for $37. Not a bad value. Go ahead and put Derrick Henry out here. Yeah, I'd be happy with that price too, man. I almost made a bid at the last second. All right, I'm trying to get a poll going here. Appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. Foster, first time doing an auction. Don't really know what to expect. No worries, man. That's kind of the fun of it. All right, Derrick Henry up to $44. Derrick Henry still around that same range. Looks like he's going to be our cheapest running back yet, and sold for $44. Julian with the nomination. Tyreek Hill on the nomination board starting at $20. Let's go, let's go. Cinnabon couldn't pass him up with that price. It's a good little price. Hill sitting at 20 some dollars. Start everyone at $1. Yeah, you'll figure it out, Foster. It's a good thing that you haven't spent too much money yet. Chris gets a nice price there for Tyreek Hill at $26. Chris looking receiver heavy tonight. I like it, I like it. Saquon on the board. I'll make a bid on Saquon, why not? Why not, why not? Ooh, Saquon getting expensive. I'll pass. Tyreek Hill is a nice value there at $26. Yeah. Nice value. And, oh. Barkley sold for $37 to Julian. Kenobi's turn to nominate. And it's Mark Andrews, our first tight end, being nominated tonight. Mark Andrews already up to $35. Alright, sorry guys, trying to get a poll put together here. I'm trying to make it a little bit specific. Mark Andrews sold for $35 to Mr. Sarcastic. Man, Antonio Gibson, fumbling issues, not good. Drew Lock played pretty well tonight. For those of you that care. Looks like Drew Lock might be the QB1 for Seattle. Dalvin Cook already at $44. Ced Wilson looked pretty good. By the way, guys, you guys know I've been a Ced Wilson fan all off season long. Just want to throw that out there. Will that change with Tyreek Hill and Waddle and Gesicki in front of him? It could. But I like what I saw. All right, Harrison Butker on the chopping block here, as Cook sold for $46. Talks nominating a kicker again. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to make one more decision. And I think I know where I'm going with this. All right. Best preseason performance so far. Oh. I almost submitted that without putting someone on there who I really want on there. Okay. All right. Let's loose, so go with that. All right. Butker sells for $1 to Talks. Najee Harris already at $40. All right, you guys got a poll in there. Okay. Wide receivers going for some good value. Yeah, I agree. I agree. These take so long. I was just too tired to do one tonight. I have to be up super early. No worries, Ronald. No worries. They do take a while. Geno Smith also looked good, says Albert. Okay, that's good to know, too. Yeah, I just saw a lot about Drew Lock. It's preseason. It means nothing. Yeah, that could be true. It's so weird to evaluate preseason because, like, some of it's going to mean absolutely nothing and some of it's going to mean something. Okay, so... Wait, who just sold? Najee Harris at $45. Okay. Cook went more than Henry. Yep, about $2 more. They said Gino has the job already. That's why Locke was playing. Okay. You know I got to hype up Drew Lock. That's my boy. No one should want Drew Lock anyways. Oh, I agree. I agree. All right, Monty being nominated here. I was more so thinking of how that may or may not affect some of those Seattle receivers. All right, Monty at $25 so far. Pickett was the best preseason so far. I thought about putting Kenny Pickett on there too. Maybe I should have put Pickett over Pierce, but since I put Pickens, I didn't want to put Pickett also. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's loose. That's not including everybody. If you guys have someone else, throw them in the chat. All right, Monty sells for $25. AJ Brown on the nomination board. They do both suck pretty bad. That's a fair point, Ronald. Seattle players I'm avoiding this season, says Godfather. Yeah, outside of Metcalf, I'm probably avoiding them as well. I'm fine with Metcalf, though. I was feeling pretty confident in that backfield, and now, I mean, DJ Dallas looked pretty good tonight. On top of Pete Carroll saying that, you know, Walker could be a 3-down back. On top of Rashad Penny having a groin injury, I'm like, I just don't know if I can really go for anybody within that offense. You know what I'm saying? In that backfield. All right. Senior Cinnabon gets A.J. Brown at $27. I mean, I guess Walker is probably the best bet, right? Ronald says, I'll take Lockett late. Yeah, I'm fine with that. There's a point where I won't pass on Lockett either. I don't know if I want Metcalf. I don't know how much I trust his attitude if Seattle is a losing season, if he's going to get all the attention of the defense. That's fair. I just think the targets will be there for Metcalf. And he's still, like, he's going at a pretty cheap ADP. You know, like, there's a chance he could land Metcalf as your third wide receiver, even in 12-team leagues. But you're probably looking at him as a wide receiver, too. But, like, in 8- and 10-team leagues, like, I'll take a chance on Metcalf all day long. And I do think that the targets will be there for Metcalf. All right, Aaron Jones sells at $36. Oh. Let's get Josh Allen on the board. Let's get a quarterback in the mix. If he falls like the 10th, like I've seen, I'll grab Lockett. Like, he is still crazy talented. Yeah, I agree with that. There's definitely a point in the draft when I've said all offseason where if Lockett's sitting there, like, there just comes a point where he's still wide receiver 15 in PPR last season. He's still crazy talented, like you're saying, and I'm not going to pass him up. Albert, I'm avoiding Gibson, Jacobs, Damian Harris, and Montgomery. That's fair. I would, out of all those guys, I'd still draft Jacobs, but I definitely understand. And I like Jacobs as a wide receiver 3. You know, as an RB3. I'm not as confident going out and getting him as an RB2 as I was earlier in the offseason. But as an RB3, I'll still take a chance on Jacobs and maybe Damian Harris. But all those backfields are getting sketchier and sketchier. News that Herbert's going to take touches from Monty. You know, the Raiders' backfield is a mess. I'm definitely avoiding Gibson after tonight. And then lots of news coming about the Patriots' backfield being a sketchy situation from a fantasy perspective as well. All right, Josh Allen sold for $26 to Andrea. Stephon Diggs on the board here, sitting at $35. Jacob's still going to have touches, but Raiders are going to use their running backs like New England's had in the past. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus thought process going on so far. I'll take Jacobs, Gibson, and Monty if I get them at the right price. And I think that's fair. Like, any of those guys, especially Monty and Jacobs, you know, as RB3s, like, I don't mind them. Gibson, I'm starting to get really sketched out about. Monty and Jacobs, like, still at the right price, I'm fine with. Especially Monty because, like, there's only one other. Especially, like, Herbert's still a cheap handcuff. You know, if you can snag Herbert with Monty, then you're in a fine situation. You know, the issue with Jacobs is I think there could be multiple running backs. The issue with Gibson, I think there could be multiple running backs. Issue with Harris, once again, I think there could be multiple running backs as Mahomes sells for $15 to Foster's. They said Damon Williams was going to take touches from Monty before. Yeah, that's true. They said Cohen would before. There have been other backs filtered around, but I think Herbert's the main threat. Everyone's afraid to spend tonight. I think we've just spent so aggressively the last 2 drafts that people are starting to back off a little bit and wait for some of that later round value. I'll pass on all those running backs, take Dylan instead. Hey, I agree with that, Albert. I'll take Dylan 100 times before all those guys listed. But I've been on that Dylan train for a while now. Every year they say RB2 is going to take touches and they run a bell cow offense with the passing back. In terms of the Bears, I won't touch Harris. I'll take Monty over Dylan. That's fair. Not drafting Gibson, says Andrea. Yeah. Like, Gibson's an RB4 territory for me. Like, I'll still take a chance just because of his talent, as Nick Chubb is floating around $30 here. I'll take a chance as like an RB4 if he falls at the right price. Dylan and Jacob are like the same to me. That's fair. That's fair. Shup sells for $31. Mixon on the chopping block here. I'll go in on Mixon a little bit, see what happens here. See what happens with my boy Joe. Bears run a bell cow like the Vikings, sure. Well, Mixon got a little pricey. Who? I do like Mixon, but I'm going to pass. $40 was kind of my top bid there. Rendon in the house. What's good, bro? It's been a minute. What's going on, man? Hello, hello. 10-team PPR. Would you rather draft 5th or 10th? Doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. I really, like, draft spot doesn't really matter to me. So if you go 10th, right, you can land like a Travis Kelce and then turn around in the second round. You can land like a DeAndre Swift, a Stephon Diggs, or Travis Kelce, right? And then he can turn around and still grab a high value. You know, let's say you go DeAndre Swift. You can still maybe grab a CeeDee Lamb at the turn. Let's say you go Kelce. You can maybe grab a Saquon Barkley at the turn, right? If you go 5th, you're probably just getting like a Cup, maybe Austin Eckler, maybe a JJ. So you get a high value player. And then a little bit of a lower value player in the second. Let's say you go JJ at 5 as Travis Kelce sells for $37. Then at the end of the second, maybe you can still land like a Fournette, James Conner. And then into the third, you could land another, still a good value receiver, right? Maybe if you're lucky, a Mike Evans. If you're not, maybe A.J. Brown. So I think both offer good value. But I think 5th, maybe I would prefer just a little bit more because you get that high value player. You can still get a good value player at the end of the second and then turn around and get in terms of the third round, a good value player in the third as well. So I would probably lean the third round or the 5th selection overall. Man, running backs getting pricey tonight. I'll pass on Swift. $40. Didn't want to go above 40. I was afraid if I took another bid, it would go above 40. All right, Godfather likes the 10th. Ronald likes the 5th. Devin says 5th. Cup or Chase. Give me that back. 2 back. Oh, what was I thinking? If it's a 10 team, you get the full turn. I don't really mind the 10th. Bears have a new coaching staff, though, so you don't know how they're going to use running backs. That's fair. Less space between the picks, says Ronald. Yeah, I think both hold value, Rendon. I think both hold value. Oh, give me A.J. Dillon for $17. Jason says 10th for sure. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking in like terms of 12 teams. I probably like the 10th slightly more. I really like having in like 8 and 10 team drafts. I really do like having kind of the turn, you know. Can reach a little for the guy's turn, not have to sweat till your next pick, sure. All right, what round are we in? I have no idea. Leonard Fournette floating around $32 or so. Man, Mr. Sarcastic with the double tight end build. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, Senior Cinnabon. Who we nominating here? As Fournette sells for $32. All right. Kamara on the block. Really have a lot of running backs out here tonight, man. Look across the board. I mean, we got a fair amount of receivers. We got 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks, 2 kickers. But a fair amount of running backs. All right. So I've got Kamara at $39. Okay. I wanted another running back. Oh, no. I'm going to nominate Jerry Jeudy. Let's get some receivers in the mix, man. Jeudy floating around. $8. Jeudy. Jeudy. All right, man. Appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. Appreciate you guys spending part of your Saturday night here at the channel. Did you see the report on Twitter that Kamara won't be suspended until 2023? I did. It's a report, and I did see it. We'll see what happens. Still a chance he gets suspended for part of this season. But I still like Kamara. I've been on the Kamara wave all offseason. Still RB8 in full PPR last season, missed 4 games. So, question is, are you going to have him for the fantasy playoffs or not? That's the biggest concern for me and Kamara right now. But he's on my auction team tonight, so let's go. Let's go, let's go. All right, Kyle Pitts floating around here. Pitts already above $12. Mr. Sarcastic going in on the tight ends tonight. I love it. I was a big Jeudy guy coming into the season, but I don't know. I'm still hearing he is dropping balls in practice, but he should see a workload still. Will he live up to the talent? I don't know. See, I heard some good things about Jeudy this past week in terms of practice, so, but I don't know. I was really big on Jeudy going into last season. I mean, I do think Judy's in line as Kyle Pitts sells for $30 to Talk Salt. He could be one of those kind of mid to late round receivers who could have like take a big step forward, you know. I like Cortland Sutton as well. You know, it's tough to say, man. It's tough to say. I think at Judy's current ADP, he's worth a shot. Like, I don't really have an issue with going out and getting him. But if his ADP, like, takes a giant leap forward or something, I don't know. I'm so sad Tim Patrick is not a thing anymore. I really miss Tim Patrick being a thing. Really sucks that he's going to miss the whole season. All right, I'm going to chill out with spending for a little bit here. A.J. Dillon, Kamara, Mooney, Evans. I don't mind this start. T. Higgins on the chopping block. I'm fine to blindly click the bid button for bids. Fair enough. You can watch the videos of him dropping 5-yard slants. Yeah, I'll have to find those. Bold prediction: Sutton finishes as a top 10 receiver this season. I mean, I could see it, man. I do feel like Sutton could kind of play like that Tyler Lockett type role. Which kind of makes me feel like Judy might be like that PPR style type guy. I don't know. He's worth a shot. 100. I'm not going to reach like I thought he would have. Tim Patrick Sad for sure. He's a stud. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I think that a lot of people think that Sutton could finish that high. All right, Higgins sells for $26. Prodigy's turn to nominate here. Let's go, let's go. And it's Javonte Williams on the chopping block. I don't know why I'm saying chopping block tonight. Javonte already above $24. It's $25. I feel like running back is just so valued in all of our catch fam drafts. Man, I really do want to have an auction draft this year. Javonte sells for $29 to Chris. Talks Alt's turn to nominate. The thing about Javonte I'm worried about is the amount of touchdowns. Yeah, I love Javonte until Gordon got re-signed. I think Javonte will have a good year. But his ceiling is capped. Like that's the ultimate issue with Javonte Williams. The talent's there, the offense is there, but the ceiling's capped, you know, because of Gordon being there. But I do think the Broncos are going to be in the red zone quite a bit this season, as ETN's floating around $21 here on the auction. I mean, gosh, they start the year with Seattle and Houston, two teams who were really bad against the run last season. A little bit of a tougher stretch. San Francisco, the Raiders, Indy. Chargers, not good against the run last year. Neither were the Jets or Jacksonville. So ultimately, it's a relatively, and because really when you think about it, you know, San Francisco will be probably a competitive game. The Raiders and the Colts and Chargers will probably all be competitive games, and two of those are divisional games. So I don't know, man. He could have a really nice start to the year. All right, so ETN sells for $23. Scary Terry's floating around $20 here. How many people follow through in real draft? People mock different. That's fair. Yeah, I'm going to think about an auction draft. I'm going to think about it. It's going to be hard to determine exactly how I choose, you know, who's in that and who's not, with it being fair. But it would be a lot of fun. All right, Scary Terry sells for $21. It's a good value, man. Herbert's on the board here. Yo. If Herbert sells for less than Mahomes, no disrespect to Mahomes. All right, there we go. I was about to say, if Herbert sells for like $4, I'm going to have an issue tonight. Broncos backfield is talented to get over 2,000 rushing yards, but that offensive line is still going to be a question mark. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I think the defense is in a good position. I think the passing game is in a good position. The offensive line is probably the biggest issue. All right, Herbster up to $20, and he sells. I mean, still a good value at $20. Spin a wheel to decide he gets into the auction draft league. That's fair. I will say, if I decide to do an auction draft this year, the only person who has a submitted spot if he wants it is Senior Cinnabon, because we would have never done any auction mock drafts if it wasn't for Senior Cinnabon. So I'll say that much. He's the one who really brought these to the channel, and he's been pimping out the Discord lately. So, but outside of that, maybe spinning a wheel would be the fairest way to do it. Stop passing, then unpassing and bidding. You're hurting my brain. You can kind of... Can you just click pass and unpass? Oh, you can unpass. Mr. Sarcastic is Going crazy with it. All right, so Cam Akers sold for $19 here. We don't worry about drafting Chubb, and everyone said the exact same thing when Hunt got there. Sure, fair enough. Fair point. Man, I'll pass on Keenan Allen. I didn't know you could unpass. Ronald, no, I am special. Yeah, see, and you are special, Ronald. Don't get me wrong. But I'm at that point in the season, off season, approaching the season where it does get hard. I just try and please everybody, you know. And I'm doing my best. Continue to do my best. People worried about Chubb this season because that offense is going to be bad. I do think Chubb will get a lot of touches. Okay. Keenan Allen's a good value at $24, man. I'll nominate J.K. Dobbins in honor of my Ravens jersey tonight. Does anyone have the guy we're missing in League 3's phone number? No, I don't have Filoni's number. I'm probably going to send him... How many days do we have left till the draft? No, I don't have his phone number. I haven't seen him in a couple of streams, though. It's League 2, right? No, League 2 is set as League 3. So... Oh, crap. What day is League 3 supposed to draft? It's J.K. Dobbins floating around $15 here. League 3 is supposed to draft on the 23rd in 10 days. So if he doesn't join in the next 3 days, I'm going to send him a last warning DM. And then when we only have 5 days left to fill, maybe 4, I'll replace him. It's the only person I may have to consider that with. All right, so Mr. Sarcastic, you are hurting brains out here. To see the unpass going crazy. All right, Jalen Waddle on the board here. Who just sold? Who just sold? Was it Akers? Akers sold at $19. Okay. I feel like Waddle is a decent value here. But I don't want to go too high. If 17, I would have been happy with. I don't want to spend too much money here. It's a good value at $18, Cinnabon. Don't try to please everyone. Yeah, you just can't, and it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. You know, I got love for all you guys. Andrew, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Truly do. Brisket is fantasy poison. Shout out to the brisket. Give him until Monday. Till Monday. Yeah, I'll DM him on Monday. Maybe Mr. Sarcastic is giving us Morse code and we're making fun of him. Maybe he needs help, John. That's funny. Mr. Sarcastic, if you need help, press the pass button 4 times in a row. I don't know. He's actively bidding. I've been kidnapped. He only hit it twice. I think he's good. All right, Lamar Jackson about to sell for... Okay, he's still hanging around. Sold to Miss Sarcastic for $12. I should have. I've got my Lamar jersey on. I should have gone after him. All right, Deontay Johnson on the board here. Also, fair warning, I just threw a drink in my trash can. Saw it live here on the catch. My cat is upstairs with me, so she hasn't made any noise, but if you guys start to hear like screeching, it's just my cat, and if she becomes active, I'll put her on the stream. All right, Deontay Johnson sold for $17. Outside of Pickens, that's her cheapest receiver. I feel like it's good value. I'll make an offer on Zeke. Why not? What are people's thoughts on where Trevor Lawrence could finish this season? Yeah, it is kind of interesting. We don't hear a lot about T-Law taking a step forward. We've heard about Zach Wilson. We've heard about Davis Mills. We've heard about Justin Fields. We've heard a lot about Trey Lance. I mean, T-Law was, big name going into last season. I think he could have a decent year. Why not? He struggled last year, but he showed promise. They put a lot around him. I think T-Law could have a decent year. Chat, let us know what you think about Trevor Lawrence. All right, Zeke sold at $23 to Kenobi. These are riveting updates, John. Yeah. You know I got you, bro. Yeah, if I just wanted, if you guys started to hear anything crazy in the background, it's just my cat. Usually I lock her downstairs, but she's been really loud, like outside of the bedroom where the baby's sleeping lately. And just to be safe, I let her stay up here. I'd rather her ruin the stream than wake up the baby while I'm streaming, so. All right. We got James Conner on the chopping block. Do you guys ever watch Chopped on Food Network? Because that show is the best. It's very intense. And I wanted James Conner on this squad because looking at running backs, I think there's a big drop-off after his name. And just having Kamara and Dillon, I needed that player there. So now, with Mooney and Evans leading my squad, I'm really just going for value the rest of this draft. Got the second most money behind Kenobi as Michael Pittman's on the board. All right, he was Undisputed Dynasty 1.1. He gets the QB Whisperer. I think this year only Superflex, but next year for sure. Dynasty jump if anyone is dumb enough to move on. I do like Trevor Lawrence in Superflex and double QB leagues. Yeah. Looks like I might be playing in a double QB league this year. And if that gets confirmed, we're going to start doing some more. We've already done a couple double quarterback drafts, but we're going to start doing some more double QB mocks. 12-team, full PPR, double QB mocks. Looks like I'll probably be in one of my main leagues that looks like the format that's going to be this year. Lawrence can sling the ball around, and he's mobile, has a bunch of targets. Sneaky, top 10 possible, top 3 QB scorer once or twice this season, I think. Yeah, he could have some good games. ETN. Let's use ETN here. So the Jags play Washington. Good week 1 potentially. Indy, the Chargers, Philly, Houston. Indy again. The Giants, Denver, Vegas, Kansas City. A pretty rough schedule. With some bad secondaries if you're going off last season. Washington, Chargers, Houston, the Giants, Vegas did not have a good secondary last year. Kansas City, the Colts were kind of shaky, so you can have some good games for sure. Don't be using the channel for personal practice. It's about us, John. All the angry faces. Okay, fair enough. No double QB, full PPR, 12-man mocks on the channel. That's fair. I'm gonna go in on my boy Mike Williams here. But gosh, there are a lot of good receivers hanging around. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I got Mooney and Evans at good value. I'm going to save some bread here. 2 QB in 12-team leagues. That means 4 teams won't have a third QB. Yeah, man. Got to risk it for the biscuit. All right, so where did Williams sold at $18? Julian's first receiver. Nice value, man. George Kittle floating around here. I didn't hear anything you said. I just love that emoji. It is a nice emoji, man. It is a good emoji. All right, it's midnight. What's going on, everybody? It's that late night stream action. Man, I got a solid power nap in before the stream. All right, Kittle sold for $18. We got 2 teams with 2 tight ends. Means we got 8 teams with 0 tight ends. 4 tight ends already gone. Wide receiver room always has a lot of value. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. I think I got Mooney and Evans at good value. And I think there's going to be plenty of depth at receiver in later rounds. Naps are necessary, Ronald. I never understood before how people could just like take a nap anywhere with like lights on or like in a chair, you know. And now after having a 6-month-old child, I will nap anywhere happily. So you gotta love the Saturday night vibes, man. All right, Waller sold for $22. I gotta nominate a player. I'm gonna nominate Breece Hall of the New York Football Jets. Already up to $13. Talks, I gotta make people pay for tight ends now. Be careful, you might end up with 3 or 4 tight ends. Kelsey goes for 51. I couldn't pass on him for 37. Yeah, I almost came in on Kelsey. I did last mock. I went pretty aggressively at Kelsey. So I decided not to tonight. But 37 is a good value. And I mean, are you really going to be upset if you're starting Mark Andrews and flexing Travis Kelsey or vice versa as Breece Hall? Breece Hall sold for $16. Not a bad value. I remember falling asleep like mid-sentence when, is it Tree? Was 2 months. Oh, yeah. I feel that. I was getting the baby down earlier, and I could barely keep my eyes open. She was not easy to get down tonight. For her first nap, not her bedtime nap. Or her bedtime sleep. Her first nap before that, before her bedtime routine. I was like falling asleep, just trying to get her to get to bed as well. Anyways, happy with 3 to 4 tight ends. This talks. Let's go. DJ Moore floating around here, about $15. Call her Tree because she's named after my aunt Tree. Okay, I just want to make sure. I like that. Tree short for Teresa. Let's go. I like that, man. Shout out to girl dads. Respect. All right, DJ Moore floating around $18 here. Not a bad value whatsoever. Now sitting at $20. Floating around $21. Not bad value, but I'm good at receiver right now. And, oh, Julian coming in here. Still at a good value, man. $23. Same as Michael Pittman. $2 less than Mike Evans. And sold. $23 to Julian. Goes DJ Moore. Chris nominating Antonio Gibson. Gibson already up to $10. Yeah, I'll pass on this one. But I'm good at running back. I actually like my running back squad here, my running back room. Gibson sitting at $12. Tox comes in, takes it to $13. Clock is ticking down. And Gibson gets another bit. Oh no, Gibson is sold. Okay. Gibson sold at $13. Tox gets the fumble man at $13, as he says. Kenobi's turn to nominate. And Kenobi will nominate Cortland Sutton. Floating around $6. I would imagine he's going to go a little bit higher than that. $3 less than Breece is way too good value for me to pass on. Well, you do need a running back, so I think that's the cheapest running back tonight. Yep, at $13. We're kind of into that next tier of running backs. Jacobs, Gibson, Mitchell. Who else is floating around? CEH, Sanders, Harris, Walker, Hunt. Still got plenty of quarterbacks, receivers. We got all kinds of players. Tight ends, we're kind of into that mid-tier. Dalton Schultz, Hawkinson, Goddard, Ertz, Knox. Metcalf on the board. I'll go in on Metcalf. You know, I was talking him up at the beginning of the stream. Talk's coming in on Metcalf too. How about French fries on the Colts starting O-line? I saw that, man. I put that on Instagram too. I saw that. Yeah, I'll take Metcalf at $13. Why not? It's going for value tonight. Yeah, I love this receiving room. Mooney, Evans, and Metcalf. Yeah, so the Colts had 2 offensive linemen in, one with the last name French, one with the last name Fries. Pretty hype. Pretty hype. What do you think about the Lamar-Baltimore contract situation? So I read that Lamar is giving the deadline of week 1. I mean, I have a feeling they're going to get it done. There really hasn't been any sense of like animosity between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. So I have a feeling they'll get it done. I wasn't really expecting it to get done by week 1 this year. So I feel like they're in a good spot overall. I do. So Lamar Jackson, so Kyler Murray sold at $12 to Talks, good value. Lamar Jackson sets a week 1 deadline on contract talks. Once his contract situation is settled before the Ravens open the regular season on September 11th against the New York Jets. As Josh Jacobs is being nominated here. That's really the only update we have. I wonder if Sleeper's got anything. Yeah, basically the same thing. When asked if he would put a pause on negotiations when the season starts, the star quarterback said, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to necessarily hold out or anything. I don't know. We'll see. Built my team without overpaying for the top-tier guys, finally, says Talk. So you got Chubb, Gibson, Adams, Allen, Murray, Pitts, Kittle, and the buck kicker. Yeah, nice little start. Brandon Ayuk floating around here. Cortland Sutton sold for $11. Ayuk going at a pretty good value here. Sitting at $6. I saw that Lamar wants a fully guaranteed contract, but more than Watson. I saw that as well. And I'm fine with that. I think if you're Lamar, you have to, right? The way that he plays football, like a guaranteed contract is going to be huge. All right, Elijah Mitchell being nominated here, sitting at the $2. Yeah, I don't have any problem with Lamar getting a fully guaranteed contract either. I do think even if he doesn't get a true fully guaranteed contract, there's going to be a large portion of money fully guaranteed. But really, Lamar is the face of the Ravens organization, and as long as he's healthy, he will be. Even if he's not healthy, they're going to do everything to rehab him and get him back on the field fully healthy. So, you know, I think they'll get it done personally. I don't know if they'll get it done by week 1, but I also don't. I have a strong feeling he won't hold out necessarily. So we'll see. All right, Mitchell sells for $14. Not a bad value. $2 less than Breece Hall. $1 more than Gibson. Dalton Schultz on the auction board here. I feel like tonight's mock is going by a little bit quicker than usual, but we still got a lot of spots to fill. We got 2, 4, 5 teams without a QB. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams without a tight end, but 5 tight ends gone. Schultz about to sell as well. Talk's coming in on the tight ends, man. And Kenobi making a move for Dalton Schultz. And Dalton Schultz sells $13. I'm going to put my boy Burrow on the board. Learning my lesson, I'm not spending any money like last time, says Julian. I like it. And a nice little squad you got put together. CMC, Barkley, Williams, Moore, and Mixon. Now you got to spend the rest of that money wisely. Talk's going in. And Talks gets Joe Burrow for $7. It's a backup to Kyler. I like it. I was surprised that no one really went in on Burrow there. Talks, I'm here just to be a pest. I mean, we're used to that. We're used to you shaking things up. All right, Rashad Bateman floating around here. Uh-oh, Talks. Talks, you better put your money where your mouth is, man. You can't let Bateman get away from you. There you go. Gonna say, man, that's your boy. Talks, if you do not end up with Bateman in every draft I see you in. There you go. $17 for Bateman. That's your boy. Talks says, ouch. Hey, all I'm saying is you did come through with the crazy moves, man. Since day one. All right, CH on the board here. Love me some auction drafts. I feel like you could do like a 14-team auction draft and still see like pretty decent looking rosters. What do you guys think? I don't know. What do you guys think like the max number for an auction draft league would be? All right, CH sells for $8. Foster is getting that running back depth going. Hollywood Brown on the board here. Take a look at who's available. Still got a decent amount of QBs. Running backs were really into like that next tier. Receivers. There's still a good amount of receivers left. Tight end is getting a little bit thinner. Tight end's going to be interesting tonight. Ronald says 12. Julian says, I'll never endorse more than 12. That's just redonk. The Sarcastic says 12. Talk says 32. Hollywood Brown sells for $8. A good value there, Andrea. Okay, 12. Okay. 12 will be the max then. That's probably fair. Probably take a long time to do a 14. Andrea says 12. Okay. Good notes. Good notes here. All right, Hawkinson floating around $9 here. And Hawkinson is sold to Chris. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you drafting tonight, man. What you been up to? Chris, you out there in the chat? Talks on the board here nominates Tony Pollard. Pollard floating around $8, $7 or so. 14 is almost as absurd or 8 or less. As 8 or less. Okay, fair enough. Good notes. Tony Pollard floating around here about $8. Looks like Pollard's going to sell. Nope. Kenobi swings in with an offer at $9. Make the auction draft real money, $200 buy-in. I would be down for that. That would be fun. If we do a money league, no buy-in or salary cap. If we do a money league, it had to be like, the rules would have to be like crystal clear and set in stone. And I would be a little bit more selective of who gets to join if it was money. The one thing I dislike about auction drafts is that you sit for so long doing nothing. Fair enough. Everyone does what they can with however much money. I think it should be a money league for auction, says Julian. Okay. Good feedback, guys. Zach Ertz on the board here. Zach Ertz sitting at $7. It's going to be really interesting if Talks lands Zach Ertz here. It's really going to thin out the tight end position. And it happens. Talks spends the rest of his money on Zach Ertz. I mean, I think it's a good value. But with Ertz having an injury pop up, I didn't want to bid on him. Ronald, I bid on everything that's like under $5 just to get things rolling. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. You gotta be careful. You don't end up with a player that you don't want. Just spending all my money because I have to go and I don't want to auto pick that much. Good night, everyone. No worries, bro. Hey, I appreciate you drafting tonight, man. It was fun. Always fun having you, my dude. All right, I'll take James Cook for $4 on my bench. Why not? Good night, Talks. Thanks for drafting, bro. We'll talk to you soon, man. Always appreciate you, man. All right, Andrea's turn to nominate here. Kenneth Walker on the board. Albert, I like to nominate kicker and defense first to get it out of the way. That's fair. Quarterback and tight end are going to be interesting in these last... Well, I don't know really if the last couple rounds is the right term, but as these next couple of rounds kind of start to shape out. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams without a tight end. Top available tight ends... Goddard, Knox, Freiermuth, Gesicki, and Kmet. Quarterback, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams without a QB. We got Hurts, Wilson, Brady, Prescott, Rodgers, Stafford, Lance Carr, Tua, Cousins. I guess we got a little bit more depth at QB. All right, Walker sells for $7 to Andrea. Senior Cinnabon on the nomination block. Nominates the Gooder. The Goodert's on the board, catching a touchdown in his first preseason game. Me and Senior Cinnabon have some bread to spend. And apparently we both want Goddard. Apparently we both want Goddard. Goddard's sitting at $20. Give me Goddard after that preseason performance. Let's put Dawson Knox on the chopping block. Let's get some tight end action going. Goddard at $20 is pretty steep, but I mean, he went for more than Kittle. But I had some money to spend. Definitely screwed up. Didn't really spend my money correctly, says Foster. Well, you just got to try and get some value at tight end here. And then you'll be able to, surprisingly, you'll be able to get 1 or 2 decent players on the bench here. And then you just spend the least amount of money possible on a kicker or defense. I mean, you got Mahomes, Cook, Swift, Judy, McLaurin, Deontay. You got good running back depth on the bench. I mean, there's an argument to be made for spending money early and for saving money, you know? All right, so Knox goes to Senior Cinnabon. The Colts defense on the board here, nominated by Julian. Yeah, these next couple of rounds are going to get kind of interesting here. I was holding on to a lot of money, decided to spend some. Metcalf, Cook, and Goddard. I'm happy with the start to this team. I am. Yeah, I really wanted to go out and get a tight end I was confident in, and Goddard or Knox. See, I still like Knox sold at $7, you know, but so Cinnabon and I having a little bidding war. Cinnabon, you know, are you happy getting Knox for $7 over Goddard at 20? Probably. But I knew I was going to make an aggressive move somewhere, so I'll use it at tight end. All right, I do like Godwin's value right here, but I got Mike Evans, so I'll pass on Godwin for now. But Godwin's probably going to end up being a bargain here. We shall see. All right, Godwin floating around $12. And floating around $15. All right, so on the poll, we've got George Pickens winning the poll off 20 votes for the best preseason performance so far. All right, Amari Cooper on the board here. Godwin sold for $15. Good value, man. Good value, Kenobi. Cooper floating around just $3 at the moment. All right, let's get a new poll going here. Who you drafting? And Cooper sold. I didn't see where Cooper went. Oh, right in front of me. $4. Not a bad value for Cooper. Pat Freiermuth floating around. Tight end really starting to thin out here. But Freiermuth might end up being a good value here. Jerry, what's good, bro? Cinnabon, I wasn't going to pay $20 for Goddard even though I wanted him. Yeah, I had like one aggressive move in the books. I'm happy with my running back and receiving room so far, so I was like, I'll go for it. Why not? We're back at it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up. Oh, I don't know if I can keep up. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That's as high as I'm gonna go. $20-ish is all I'm gonna go. Jerry, what's good, bro? I want to get in one of these drafts, but they filled up so quickly. I even waited for this one. I was late by a few minutes. I can save you a spot next week. Allen Robinson sold at $22. Good value there, Cinnabon. Yeah, I was trying to go for I didn't want to go above $20. Michael Thomas on the board. I feel like tonight's actually going by a little bit quicker than usual. And I might speed up the nomination time period. Maybe at the beginning of the next round. Cinnabon, can we stop getting into bidding wars? Well, me, you, and Kenobi have the most money. I did want Robinson. I would have been really happy with Robinson on this team. But it's just we've gotten into two players that we both wanted, and we both had the money to spend. Michael Thomas sold for $3. I mean, talk about value at the end of a draft, man. Talk about value. Jerry, I wouldn't want you to play favorites or anything. It's more fair. It's first come, first situation. Well, I appreciate that insight. I appreciate that perspective. Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I wanted Hunter Renfrow on my team. So I went a little aggressive there. Maybe I didn't need to go $10, but I've got money to spend right now. So I'll go Renfrow at 10. I'm fine with that. I am good with that. Wow, we got a lot of receivers left, too. A lot. See, I do feel like at the end of the draft, I'm still holding on to this a little bit too much money, but I also like going for good value at the beginning of the draft, getting players I like at cheaper values, and then at the end of the draft, just being able to map out other players that I like and being able to go aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really happy with this roster right now. So, I don't know. Oh, gosh. Cinnabon. I've been waiting all night for my boy. I've been waiting all night for my guy. Why are we doing this? Alright, I'll put Russell Wilson on the board. Alright, that brings me down to not a lot of money. So at this point, I'm just going for, like, good value running back and receiver to finish out this roster. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers, 1, 2, 3, 4 running backs, quarterback, and tight end. Little Eagles action going on here. We still got a couple squads. You got a lot of filling out to do, man. It's going to be interesting to see what players Chris ends up with on the bench. Sorry, Cinnabon. I wanted Hurts tonight. Yeah, I had like 1 or 2 aggressive moves in the books that came out against you. But, you know, look at it this way. I got Goddard for $20 and Hurts for $20. You got Wilson for $5 and Knox for $7. So you may have ended up with the better value. I just got the players that I had conviction in. But I'm sorry. I will say this much. Doesn't look like I'm going to be getting into any more bidding wars with you. So you've got that working to your advantage. Yeah, we got a couple teams. Kenobi going to be able to make some aggressive moves here at the end of the draft. But we got a couple teams who don't have any bench players. Kenobi, Chris, and Mr. Sarcastic. Senior Cinnabon with just 1 bench player. Prodigy with just 1 bench player. So it's going to be interesting to see how this starts to shape out. Cinnabon, I was trying to go for the Eagles triple stack. Ah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, Brown, Hurts, and Goddard will be a lot of fun this year. All right, Cook sells for $6 to Kenobi, so he does get his first bench player. Chris's turn to nominate here. $6 Brandon Cooks. Yeah. It's good value for sure. Brady on the chopping block. I don't know why I keep saying chopping block, but I'm just going to stick with that. Makes me think of Chopped. We're just going to think about cooking channels, cooking shows tonight. Gosh, it's getting late. Interesting draft board tonight. Interesting draft overall, man. I feel like it's been a little bit more even par than like our last 2 auction drafts. All right, Brady sells for $4 to Kenobi. You know he's happy about that. Monroe St. Brown. I'm interested to see how Julian and Kenobi have the highest stacks. I'm interested to see how those pan out. I'm interested to see how Chris fills out his roster. Just $4. Andrea's roster is complete other than a defense. Andrea's going to go... Andrew's going to get that defense she wants. You already know it. All right, Amon-Ra St. Brown sold at $4. So you're starting to see some really good value. Kenobi, oh boy, I sure am. You know it. Got your guy. Adam Thielen being offered up here. Thielen a good value at this point in the draft. I mean, look at receivers. Thielen, Juju, Hopkins, London, Gabe Davis, Devonta Smith, Elijah Moore, Burks, Lockett. That's the thing, man. We've been doing these auction drafts in the 12-team format. The 10-team, you're going to see some good value left on the board and some good value go pretty cheap. Forgive Jonah, what's going on, man? Should I trade Thielen and Javonte for Cup? Is it dynasty or redraft? If it's redraft and your running back room is fine, Jonah, give us the rest of your roster, but my initial feeling is yes. Yeah, if that's a redraft format, I mean, even if it's dynasty, like, Thielen and Javonte for Kupp is pretty fair. It depends on your running backs. I'm not as concerned. I mean, I like Adam Thielen, don't get me wrong, but I'm not as concerned if you're going to swap Thielen out for Kupp. Redraft got Edmonds would replace Javonte. What's the rest of your running back depth look like? Tell me your entire running back room. All right, Juju sells for $6. Like, I definitely like Javonte more than Chase Edmonds. But yeah, it just depends on that running back room. It's a pretty decent trade initially. Gabe Davis on the board here. James Cook, James Robinson, Jamal Williams, Chase Edmonds. I would probably say no. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if you make this move, you know, you got a bona fide wide receiver one. What are the rest of your receivers would be the next question I would ask. Because if you're at a good place with your receivers, I'm not quite sure that you need to make that move. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase and Lazard. Gosh, how many teams are in this league? Here's the thing. Here's a way to look at it if you do the trade, Jonah. If you go in the season with Jamar Chase and Kupp, then you're probably going to play the waiver wire at running back for the season. I mean, James Cook, Robinson, and Edmonds could hold value at RB1 and RB2 between those three guys. Jamal Williams, I'm not as confident in. But if you have the firepower of Kupp and Jamar Chase, that could balance things out, you know? I would consider the trade. Oh, Saquon is your RB1. Okay. So if you have Saquon, then I would probably do this trade. How many teams are in that league, just out of curiosity? Devin, what's up, bro? Some good teams in will make or break the teams for sure. Yeah, I would be interested to see your entire squad then. But I would consider this trade. How do you feel about it? I mean, if you've got Kupp and Chase, you just think about the consistency and the ceiling on a weekly basis from the receiver position. It could balance out running back depth. If you have Saquon, then I'm more confident in the trade. All right, let's see here. Put Prescott out there. Yeah, I mean, if you've got Saquon at RB1, then Cook, Robinson, or Edmonds at RB2, then Kupp and Chase at wide receiver 1 and 2, as long as you have someone you're confident in at the flex, I don't hate the trade. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like Javonte, but I think it's a trade worth considering. How do you feel about it? All right, Prescott sells for $3. Julian I was about to say, you might end up with Stafford for $1. But Prodigy trying to get a backup QB here. Yeah, I would consider that trade, Jonah. If you have a second, let me know your whole roster. I can give you, anytime you guys are asking trade advice, you can give me your whole roster. It helps me get a better picture of everything. But it's a trade worth considering. At the end of the day, with any trades, if you have the conviction and you think it's going to help your team, you know, you're the one who should pull the trigger at the end of the day. But I'm always happy to give you guys my advice on trades as well. All right, Staph Infection sells for $3. Chris is on the nomination board. Kareem Hunt floating around here. At the end of this round, I'm going to change everything to 10 seconds, so things are going to move very quickly at the end of this round. Just so you guys are aware. So Andrea's team is full. Senior Cinnabon's got 17 bucks. I got 8. Well, really, Senior Cinnabon's got 20. I've got 11. Julian's got 19. Chris got 8. Kenobi's got 20. He's about to get Kareem Hunt, it looks like. Prodigy's got 8. Tox is out for the night with 3 bucks left. Foster's got $10. Mr. Sarcastic quietly sitting over there at 15 bucks. A good little squad, too. All right, Kenobi nominating a player here. And Kenobi will nominate Hopkins. D-Hop's an interesting player. Kind of like the idea of getting D-Hop on my squad. But I don't think I can nominate that much more money. Yep, I'm out. I'm out. D-Hop sells for $8. It's Kenobi's final player. Prodigy on the board here. Chase Edmonds on the chopping block. Floating around $2. Alright guys, be aware at the end of this round, changing everything to 10 seconds. Charlie, I can barely keep my eyes open right now. Long day. Hey, you're good, bro. If you got to bounce, we understand. These auction drafts take a long time. These last couple rounds will start to speed up. So I'm going to change everything to 10 seconds. But we totally get it, man. The Saturday night streams are the late night streams for a reason. All right, Patty and Cheese sitting at $4. He might sell to Senior Cinnabon. He might just sell. Foster's turn to nominate. Foster's, can you keep your eyes open? Washington Commanders, you gotta love it. Going with the hometown defense. You gotta love it. Probably gonna get them for $1 here. So let's see. Foster's, we got 2 teams. You still need a tight end. You got Gasecki, Komet, Alberto, Hunter Henry, Irv Smith, Higbee, Fant, Everett, Hurst, Tanyan, and Joku. This is Sarcastic's turn to nominate. Foster's does land Washington for $1. I mean, I ideally try to get a defense for $1. All right, Rashad Penny on the chopping block here. I feel like everyone's scared of Penny right now. With what we saw to DJ Dallas tonight, with Pete Carroll's comments on Kenneth Walker and Penny having a groin injury. But at the same time, I feel like Penny for like $2 here is a good value. Yeah, I mean, like Penny at $2. I mean, I almost considered making a move there. All right, I am going to pause the draft, and I am going to change everything to 10 seconds, so things are going to be moving very, very quickly. So after this round, because it skipped Andrea there. So after this round, everything is 10 seconds. Looks like it still gave Senior Cinnabon's round the full time here. I do like Algier at $5, but I'm going to pass. I'm going to nominate Trey Lance. Cinnabon. Again, in a bidding war with my boy. Julian coming in here. See, I knew Trey Lance would spice things up. We'll get some offers on the board. I don't know why. I just wanted Trey Lance on this team. All right, Julian's turn to nominate. Don't forget, guys, you only have 10 seconds to nominate now. Drake London on the board here. There's a couple players I like floating around. I honestly was just bidding you up. Hey, that's smart, man. It's smart. All right, things are going to move quickly here, ladies and gentlemen. So Drake London sold for $3. I'll make a bid on Elijah Moore. I'm not worried about Elijah Moore with the change of quarterback. Okay, I'm out. I can only bid $2. Devin says, Estebs, Chris has the best team but one injury and he's hurting. Jones, Williams, Prescott, J.J., Lamb, Hill, Hawkinson. Yeah, we'll see how the bench fills out. A lot of money early. That's okay. Elijah Moore selling at $3 is a steal, Julian. All right, Niners defense sells for $2. Prodigy will nominate here. I didn't make it in the trash can. All right, Justin Tucker floating around here. I'm happy with my team tonight. Thought I got good value throughout the draft. I like the Kelsey and Andrews, Mr. Sarcastic. I mean, good value for both those guys. Tyler Lockett on the board here. Yeah, things are going to move very quickly from here on out. I mean, Tyler Lockett for $1 is a good value. That's the thing, man. If you spend a lot of money early, you can still get some really good players really cheap. Gesicki floating around here. We've still got 2 teams without a tight end. Foster's and Julian. And it looks like Foster's lands Gesicki at $3. A good value. A-Rod coming out. Man, A-Rod at $1. A.J. Dillon is top 20 running back, but top 10 if Jones gets hurt. Sure. Yeah, I like him on this squad. See, I'm kind of in a conundrum if I should go running back or receiver to end this draft. But I just don't. I feel like more receiver depth would be more beneficial than playing the potential waivers at running back. I mean, Dylan, Kamara, Connor, Cook, I feel pretty good. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Did I just nominate? I nominated Alan Lazard. Okay, I'm glad someone bidded on that because I did not want Lazard. Can you rate my team? Yeah. All right, we got Wilson at QB, Knox at tight end, Tucker in the Chargers defense. I mean, good value for both those spots. A.J. Brown, Waddle, Robinson, Thomas, and Davis. It's a good receiving room. I mean, you got A.J. Brown and Waddle and Robinson all fairly cheap. Then Thomas and Gabe Davis were dirt cheap. Henry and Harris where you spent most of your money. I've noticed that you do that in a lot of these auction drafts. You're kind of loading up on your RB1 and RB2, which is fine. And then in terms of depth, Gordon, Patty, and Cheese and Algier are fine. I probably wouldn't draft Patterson and Algier personally. I'd probably draft one or the other. But I don't think it's an issue, right? You got your last 3 players at $4 a piece. Wilson at $5 and Knox at $7. Good value at QB and tight end. I mean, you got the best kicker probably in the whole draft. You're able to go out and spend a little bit extra money on your defense. Receiving room's great, man. I mean, your running back room being led by Henry and Najee is fine. Then, you know, just some good, cheap running backs, committee running backs, handcuff running backs to end things out. It's a solid team, man. I really don't have any issue with this team. It's a solid 9. I mean, receiver value is really good in this draft, man. How do you feel about it? Forgot that Patterson now. You're on the same team. I'm really stupid sometimes. Hey, you're fine, man. You're fine. All right, is it just me, or is this draft like stuck? No, it just keeps showing me Allen Lazard for some reason. I was like, why does it keep showing me Allen Lazard? Okay. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 specific players I'd be happy to end this with, but I just don't know if I want a receiver or running back to end this out. Or if I want to go receiver and running back and forfeit a kicker or defense. Kenobi, my team is done. Brady at QB for $4. Schultz at $13. I mean, good value for both those guys. We got Eckler, Fournette, Zeke, Hunt, and Stevenson. Good running back room. No, I can't get Dameon Pierce. He's one of the guys I was thinking of. Is it my turn to nominate? Put Chris Olave out there. Why not? Kenobi. Eckler, Fournette, Zeke, Hunt, Stevenson. So you got Eckler at 53, Fournette at 32, Zeke at 23. Pittman, Godwin, Cooks, Thielen, Juju, Hopkins. Good receiver value too. Yeah, it's a good team. Bucks defense, no kicker. I think it's a good squad. I'd be happy with it. Pittman, Godwin, Cooks, Thielen. I mean, you got Cooks, Thielen, Juju, and Hopkins all under $8. Wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, $23 or less. Put most of your money on Eckler, but still a good running back room, man. Solid QB1, solid tight end 1. Means another solid 9. Yeah, good drafting, guys. All these videos help me with my auction draft coming up. Let's go, Devin. Love to hear it, bro. Can always get you in on one of these as well. I'm not sure how I feel about my team, says Foster. I'll take a look. I'm going to head out. Thanks for the draft, John. 100% Senior Cinnabon. That's what we're here for, man. Always happy to get these put together for you, bro. Okay, so let's see here. Foster, we got Mahomes, Gesicki. I mean, good value. $15 for Mahomes. Gesicki at $3. Cook, Swift. A lot of running backs. Cook, Swift, Hall, Mitchell, CH, and Penny. But still 4 receivers in Judy, McLaurin, Johnson, and London. Tyler Bass for $1 is nice. Washington for $1 went with your hometown team. I got to nominate a player. I think it's a good squad for never doing an auction draft before. I mean, can rely on Mahomes. Dude, I'll take Tyler Boyd for $1 all day. Oh, I'm so hype on that. Oh, I like this team a lot. A lot. Wouldn't I either wanted Tyler Boyd or Dameon Pierce in this draft. If I didn't go Trey Lance, it would have been more aggressive on Dameon Pierce and try to end out with Pierce and Boyd. But yeah, Foster's, I think it's a good team, man. I mean, you're a little heavy at running back, but you got some pretty good value at running back. But you just got to think, you spent a lot of money on Cook and Swift. You know, maybe like over CEH, I would have gone with another receiver. But Judy, McLaurin, Deontay, and Drake London is probably fine. I think for a first time doing auction draft, you did just fine. J-Dub's in the building. How'd the auction go? Hey, it's still, we're finishing things up, but it's gone well, man. Appreciate you swinging in. What's up, bro? All right, J-Rob on the board here. Andrea, we got Allen at QB. Waller at tight end. I'd like to see a second tight end behind Waller, but I'm fine with that. Dobbins, Jacobs, Pollard, Walker, Sanders. I'm glad you loaded up on running back because Dobbins and Jacobs both have some issues. Man, I'll take the Saints for $1. Let's go. Diggs, Higgins, Sutton, Ayuk, and Hollywood Brown. Good receiver room. Money Mack in the Bills defense. I think your biggest issue is running back because you've got kind of some split RB rooms here with the Ravens and the Raiders. Pollard capped by Zeke. Walker capped by Penny if he's healthy. Sanders in a committee. But, I mean, you got all your running backs pretty cheap. So you're able to spend more money at quarterback and even receiver. So it's a good team. But running back's the biggest issue. That would be my biggest concern here. Question, has any of you drafted with defense individual players? I haven't in a really long time. Like a really long time. One of the leagues I joined has 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex, 1 tight end, 2 D linemen, 2 linebackers, 2 defensive backs, 2 IDP flex, and 1 kicker. I was lost. Charlie says I haven't, and it's definitely different. Yeah, I would throw it out on Discord and see if anyone has feedback for you. It's been a really long time. I mean, there's also, you know, going 2 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 2 DPs, and 2 IDPs. You know, usually you see where it's like 2 IDPs or 1 IDPs. So that format is definitely interesting. Feels so unnecessary, yeah. All right, man, I'm happy with this squad tonight. Hurts, A.J. Dillon, Kamara, Mooney, Evans, Goddard, Connor, Nick Folk, the Saints defense, Metcalf, Cook, Renfro, Trey Lance, and Boyd. Like maybe a little thin at running back with the Kamara suspension. A.J. Dillon having a cap ceiling. Connor, maybe some injury issues. And Cook, still kind of up in the air, although I like his upside. But we're going to have a really intense kicker. Oh, wait, no, that does it because Kenobi's team has an extra player. Okay. Yeah, I like this team. I just went for value early. So I felt like Dillon at $17. Kamara I spent a little bit more on, and Connor, but like I don't even feel like I spent that much money on them. Mooney and Evans, like those were early picks at 14 and 25. Hurts and Goddard and Renfro were my most aggressive moves of the draft. And then I even got Metcalf at $13. Like I Tyler Boyd at $1, Nick Folk in the Saints defense at $1, and Trey Lance at $7. But I usually don't go for 2 quarterbacks. Usually, like if I didn't go Lance there, I would have gone. How much did Dameon Pierce go for? Because that's who I would have. I mean, he went for $3. I would have spent extra money on Pierce for sure. And then I would have had a 5th running back. So that would be my only note. If I didn't go Lance, I would have gone with an extra running back. Would have been Pierce. So I still like this team. I think I got really good value tonight. I think I would be happy with this team going into regular season. Let's see here. Julian. Let's see here. Staph infection at QB. Rogers at QB. I mean, good value. Only spent $5 between the two. Komet at $1 is fine. As long as it's full PPR. I mean, really looking at your team, I mean, you went aggro at running back early. And you still ended up with $8 at the end of the draft. Man, he probably could have gone a little bit more aggressive at QB. But regardless. I mean, at tight end. Excuse me, not QB. Plus, tight ends were weird tonight. We had a lot of teams with multiple tight ends. So, CMC, Barkley, Mixon is a big advantage. Yeah. That's where most of your money went. But still good value at receiver. Mike Williams, DJ Moore. Then he got Elijah Moore, Chris Olave, and Christian Kirk for $6 total. Singletary for $1 as well. Colts defense and Matt Prater. It's a good squad. I just hate to see that you got $8 left on the board. But it is a good squad, man. The upside at running back, the ceiling there with CMC, Barkley, and Mixon is wild. Then you add Mike Williams into the mix. DJ Moore brings some consistency. Yeah, it's a good team, man. Kirk Olave. I'm not crazy about Singletary, but for $1, it doesn't really hurt anything. Yeah, I like this team, bro. Prodigy just got into the stream. No access to computer or anything. Still doing draft ratings. Started Mario over Pickens. Let's see what we got here, bro. Herbster at QB. I love it. Love it. I love it. Fearmouth and Alberto for $5 total is fine. JT and Akers. Then you got Edmonds and Harris for $4 total. So running back a little bit thin, but you're led by JT. Running back's probably my biggest issue with this team. Pickens, Chase, Debo, Cooper, and St. Brown. So yeah, you're probably starting Herbert and Freiermuth, JT, and then you're going to probably have a rotating door at RB2, but Akers is probably your starter until something happens to him potentially. Then, I mean, Chase, Debo, and then flexing St. Brown or Cooper, or hell, maybe even Pickens. Pickens at $4 was fun. I just nominated Pickens in the first round for fun. But, yeah, I think it's a good team. Herbert at QB. I mean, Chase and Debo bring a nice ceiling with JT in there. Yeah, it's a good team, bro. Just got back from the late night Wawa run. Let's go, Ronald. Charlie, good night, everyone. Have a good one. Yeah, you too, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you drafting tonight, man. So that'll do it for the stream. Another great auction draft in the books. Mr. Sarcastic, Foster's, Talks, Prodigy, Jason Kenobi, Chris, Julian, Senior Cinnabon, Andrew. Thank you guys so much for drafting tonight. Had a blast. Another good one in the books. J-Dubs, Ronald, Devin, Jonah, Jerry, Albert. Who else hopped in here tonight? Godfather. Anyone else who hopped into the live stream? Anyone else who hopped into the live chat? Anyone else who hung out? Appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. Another good late night stream in the books, man. Mr. Sarcastic, appreciate it, of course. Senior Cinnabon just came back to ask if we did an auction draft league. Will we have the same prizes as the other Catch Fan leagues? I'll have to think on it. Maybe if we do an auction, maybe it will be a money entry and we'll just do money as prizes. Because I'm a little capped out in terms of prizes. So we'll think about it. I'll chew on it. We'll continue to think on it. Andrea, have a good night. All right, guys. You all know what to do on the way out, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you watch this retrospectively, feel free to drop any comments, questions, concerns pertaining to the 2022 fantasy football season down below. Be sure to join our Discord if you guys want to join any future mock drafts. Discord link in the description down below. Completely free to join. Check out all the links down below. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Man, what a great stream we had tonight. What a load of fun. And that'll do it, man. Everyone have a great Sunday. Everyone have a safe rest of the weekend. And tomorrow night, we'll probably do a 14-team full PPR mock. So I'll get the invite posted tomorrow. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to post it. And that'll do it, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Love the community. Love the Catch fam. Love you guys, man. Ronald, peace out, my dude. Everyone have a great night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Discord if you guys need anything in the meantime. Have a good night, everybody. Love you guys. All right, that'll do it. With that, I got nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on The Catch. And peace.